Hi, what's your name?
I'm Rick.
Rick?
I'm Adrian Titus.
Samuel Johns.
My name's Ella.
Martha Hawthorne.
Patrick. My name is Shannon.
My name's Stuart Vagalus.
My name is Alexandra Nate.
My name is Glenn Cobb.
Chloe.
Bill McGavin. My name is T. Nathan Fairley.
My name is Reginald Virgil.
And we are family.
I'm Stu Plock. Well, my name is Eagle Thunder E.T.
What brought you out here today?
Well, there's people whose lands are being traded in these climate deals that don't have much say in it.
We came out to march for climate justice, social justice. We want to defend the sacred Mother Earth for everybody.
You know, be a part of this solidarity and, you know, to show our support from Alaska.
Listening to all these different voices, I think this is such a complicated, rich moment. And so I'm trying to feel in my heart all of the good fights that so many different perspectives are trying to engage in.
I'm a union member, SEIU 10 to 1, and our future is in renewables. Our future depends on standing up to fossil fuels. And when I say future, I mean tomorrow.
I'm volunteering for this event, for the Global Climate Action Summit.
I'm here with the Global Covenant of Mayors.
We're from Belgium because we work on sustainability issues, and I had seen Governor Brown speak at last year's COP23 in Bonn, so I was motivated by that to join the movement towards climate action, essentially.
I'm out here because Governor Brown has failed to act on fossil fuel-related issues like oil drilling. He's expanded drilling by 21,000 new wells in California since taking office. He's taken over $10 million from the oil and gas industry, so I'm here to call on him to use his last moment in office to end new oil and gas permits to shut those wells down.
Out here to support the protest on a better climate.
Cesar Aguirre, I'm a community organizer from Kern. I work for the Central California Environmental Justice Network, and we're from the #1 oil-producing county in all of California. Rural communities that are 1 hour away, half an hour away, and they're underserved and they're overburdened. So that's why we're here to make sure that those communities have a voice not only at a regional level, but at a state level, because they need the protections that they're not getting from their local politics.
I'm actually an undergraduate student doing research on climate change and Jerry Brown and the law he's passing, so.
Still looking for more action on climate, trying to reduce emissions as quickly as we can.
What brought us out here today was we need to show our support of all people of color when it comes to fighting the corporate monster that is causing climate change and the greed that is fostering upon people of color the detrimental effects of climate change as an underserved community.
I brought out because Governor Brown, he's been doing a pretty good job on the renewable side of energy, but on the oil side, keeping in the ground, he's been terrible. And we just want to let people to know that this event is not all roses. It's a lot of good things are happening. The governor is doing it. But the fact of the matter is he still takes money from the oil industry. He keeps exploration going. Fracking is still going on in our state. So he's got a lot more to do.
With this here conference here is thinking about immigration mostly.
We're here standing in solidarity with all of our brothers and sisters, and also to honor and respect this Ohlone territory for the local Bay Area natives. We're trying to mitigate all these false solutions that are being proposed by Governor Jerry Brown's council and offer our own alternative healing solutions from native communities and be able to amplify those voices.
And what's your impression today of Governor Brown?
I think that he's making a big statement against Trump by hosting this international community and getting cities and states to bypass the national government. And I think he's making tough political decisions that might be taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back in some ways. And that's what I'm learning is what progress is about.
I don't think too much about Jerry Brown.
He presents false climate solutions and false propaganda for the for the people of Turtle Island, and we're here today to say no, we don't accept those false climate solutions.
Terrible. Terrible. He says he's a leader in fighting global warming, and yet he allows people to be poisoned in their own backyards by wells that emit horrible chemicals. And this is not in affluent San Francisco. These are in places where people don't have a voice and are sick. We in the Bay Area get bad air, but it's nothing compared to the Central Valley in Southern California, where Governor Jerry Brown ignores the communities that want simple things like a setback of 2,500 feet. It's not that hard.
Do you know about Governor Jerry Brown? What's your impression of him? Okay.
I think that there are definitely some valid criticisms of the way he's approached environmentalism and clean energy and still accepting money from oil and stuff like that, but I think that he's making a lot of progress in a way that no other governor in the United States is doing. Like California is a national leader in solar and wind, like policy, business, and it's making a lot of money, but it's also making green jobs. It's actually one of the largest, solar energy is one of the largest growing jobs right now in California. So, I mean, I think I'm a supporter of Jerry Brown because I think that he's taking a stance, and he's not doing 100% of what people want from him, but I think he's realistically with what limitations are, he's doing a great job.
From what I've seen, very proactive, fighter, go-getter. I call him a rocker.
I mean, he wants to get away with being a green climate leader, but he can't be until he does those things of ending drilling and shutting down Lisa Canyon.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't have a lot to say about the Governor Brown. I hope that he does the right thing and try to make sure that the fossil fuels are not going to continue to poison this planet. And I hope that he stopped the neighborhood drilling.
You know, I know Jerry Brown likes to likes to grandstand and say that he's part of a movement and make decisions here and there that, you know, create this facade. But when it comes to the people in Kern, when it comes to the fence line communities that suffer from this, when it comes to the 3/4 of new oil wells being produced in underprivileged or black and brown communities, those are the people that we're representing, right? Because for those people, he hasn't done enough, right? Those people are still suffering from asthma, from cancer, from COPD, premature birth rates. Those are the people that we want to, that have a negative impression of Jerry Brown, that we need more action from him on this. It's because of those people.
Next. He's been very strong on reducing emissions and not so strong on phasing out of fossil fuel production.
My impression of the governor is that I believe that the government wants to do something about climate change, but I think he needs to invite the people that can talk about how it's most affecting their community. Because it's not just climate change, it's the engines that are causing climate change that we need to discuss. And that's what's not being discussed. Carbon trading is not discussing climate change.
I think what he's done is fantastic myself, that he's gotten all these people together and they're going to do good things. We're trying to give them the message, though, that just to do the let's move to renewables is not enough. And so I'm hoping that he gets the message that we want him to take action in other countries to stop the oil companies.
He claims, about changing a lot of things, like global warming, and stuff. But it's like he don't really have the power. It's to the people.
Well, according to the legal aspect, we were told that by 2045 there's already been an agreement that's been ratified amongst him and his panel to decrease carbon emissions. However, we've reviewed and examined this legislature amongst our indigenous delegation and with our elders, and we found that there is literature about carbon offsets. So really what we're trying to do is show that a lot of the solutions are indeed false.
And if there's any one thing you wanted to communicate today, what would that be?
That the people all the world have gathered to defend the sacred and to come together in unity to project our voices as one and let Jerry Brown and all of his friends know that we will not back down.
That we're in a global crisis and that we need bigger solutions than just market reform.
To be real and not tax, the air, try to create systematic change, not pale water to make some money, They might not see it like that, but that's the way the rest of the people do see it.
For all of us to be tender enough to listen to each other.
Hope, and it's really hard. It's really hard. Hope. Hope that we won't accept this and hope that it will change. Hope for us.
Progress takes compromise.
I'm not from the state of California.
Do you have any impression of him?
No, not right now, I don't.
I would say everyone has a role to play. Everyone can do something. Not wait. No waiting.
That we have to take a stand, we have to get to the streets and make our voice heard on climate, and if we don't do it, then we're all screwed, pretty much. So get involved, volunteer, any organization. There's battles going on in every city, every county, every state around new oil and gas permits, new fossil fuel infrastructure that we have to fight from coming on board now, and then we have to shut down everything that's existing today. So
Join us. Join us, become part of the movement, stay active, stay vigilant.
That united together we can defeat anything, and I really think it's a powerful movement what they're doing. I think NGOs and our government is very powerful as well, so the more that we can get together and get people to stand together, the more powerful that we will be to have a chance against that.
That we need to take action across all sectors to reduce pollution as quickly as possible.
Unity.
Yes, unity, and everyone is included. Your problem is my problem. My problem is your problem.
Or it should be.
We are the oppressed class. We are the oppressed class, and it's time that, like Uncle said, unity, to embrace it and to come together.
Get involved in this movement because it's going to take everybody. People have been yelling at us this morning, why are you doing this? Everybody's got to get involved in this thing. And we're going to send to our government that we're going to turn this thing around. But it has to be done faster, or the earth isn't going to be able to handle it.
Just coming together, common people with common goals, setting forth and trying to make a positive change into the world, whatever that may be.
If there was one thing that if you could communicate to everybody here, what would that be?